Hello, what is up? So, I'm going to be talking about control because there is no frame generation option in this game, but you can use lossless scaling, and I found it just trying that out myself out of interest. It does actually work really well. So, what I'm going to do as well for AMD users, because obviously it's just DLSS in the game, and at the moment I don't think FSR 4 is working in this game. Last time I checked. So the best alternative is just to install FSR 3.1 in the game to do that. So what you do, if it's in Epic Games or Steam, you just go to Steam Apps into the control folder, and it will be the same folder once you find your control directory. So what you do, so from here, I'll be going manage, and then you click this, which takes you straight to the game folder, and it will be in this folder. So as soon as it opens up, that's where you paste these upscaler files. So you just right click, copy. And I did try and use OptiFrameGen and this DLSS FrameGen here, DLSSG, which converts Nvidia's FrameGen into the game, but it wouldn't work properly. Like, I got it to install, but it had a lot of issues with it. Suppose because it is a older game. So whatever. But so what you do, so you, as I said, files in there, paste them, open it up. I'm on my Nvidia GPU, but I found out I can still install it. So an FSR 3.1, I would have thought works even on Nvidia. So do one, and you would do one for AMD. So for me, I think if I do it this way, it might even work. This would be interesting. But for AMD users, you would press 1 for AMD and then 1 to use the DLSS inputs. So I'm going to load that up. We're going to use that for frame generation. So I would recommend using 2 times. That's the furthest I'd go with it, but you're free to do what you want. So ballless. Alright. So as you can see, it comes up. So what you would do, you would apply FSR 3.x. But the first thing you've got to do is basically so you, wherever your folder is, so mine would obviously be in here. So we go back in here, manage, so this is what you want. You want to double left click that. So once you've installed upscaler, then you want to go to FSR. So there it is. Scroll down, so it'll be FSR here, and you want to put where is it? This line here where it says FSR 4 update. You want to change that to false, so it doesn't. Otherwise, it will crash. From what I remember. So you can't get FSR 4, but it will give you the latest version of FSR 3.1 once you so you save that. Once you open up the upscaler, press an insert in the game, and once you apply FSR 3.x. So that's important before you press insert. It's important to make sure you change that in the notepad there. Alright, so you press insert to bring the menu up, and you press FSR 3.x here. You apply it. I think you gotta wait. Yeah, I remember this actually. So you gotta go into the game first, I think. Some games won't let you do that until you're actually into the game. So you press insert here. Now it's gonna work. Alright, and that will give you FSR 3.1, the latest version of it. You can actually update it in DLSS Swapper as well if you got that. But that would be good enough. So you got that on. That's what I'm getting. Lossless. Ah, yeah, that's why. So it don't really matter. I mean, I do want to get like a lower frame rate just to show you the frame generation. So, so that's what we're getting. So that's the sort of frame rate you usually want before applying it. So if we press the Windows key, now you can apply lossless scaling just by. So on AMD, you don't want that enabled. You turn G-Sync off. Only have that on for Nvidia. Press scale, and it's on 2 times. You want that off because that's crap, that scaling. But this is really good. The actual again, you got to do that 5 seconds. So I took too long there. But this is basically Nvidia's multi-frame gen. It does the same thing with AI. So you press scale, you go back into the game, and there you go. So top left, now I'm getting 131 frames, and so you got to make sure that's on borderless as well. So there you go. You got FSR 3.1, which is better than this, because on a Remedy, have only given you this shitty upscaler when you can't use DLSS. So they lock you out of that, and you got this crappy resolution scale what they give you in the game, which is crap. But I'm looking at it, and FSR 3.1 is better than that's the best you're gonna get with AMD at the moment on this. So it's worth doing because it is better than that crappy 10-year-old resolution scale they give you. So now we're getting 135, 146, 152. So test that. So yeah, I did turn my sound down. But it's not perfect, it's not totally perfect, but that's the best way of getting frames in. You will get a slight bit of ghosting at times, but it's alright to be honest, it's not too bad. And because there's no frame generation, when I'll show you, there is no frame generation in the game, obviously. Just all these settings here. Oh well, that's changed. And it will knock your frame rate down, but it seems to work alright. So depending on what GPU you got. Let me just test it out. That usually come up, the enemies there. Did kill them off last time, so interesting. Oh yeah, and the other thing I would do is so if you're on them, well, it's an AMD video really. So if you're on AMD, you need to put anti-lag on in the game. So for me, I will need to go in here and put low latency on, which I have done because I did try that. So you put that on. That's NVIDIA Reflex basically. So So make sure you put anti-lag on for AMD. So that is the best you're going to get. I mean, you can put 3 times on, but I know it's more ghosting. The further you go up, you can go 4 times. So now I'll be getting 209 FPS. But I did find the latency was a lot worse once I'd done it. So I would say, for me, the most I would use that is standard frame generation that you would get normally in a game. I would be going 2 times. That's our uplet. The good thing is they don't seem to be ghosting on this aiming thing, which is good. Actually, if we any enemies about, I was going to have a shoot at. But yeah, but it feels alright. Best you're going to get. I mean, it don't look too bad, really. FSR 3.1 in this game. So, yeah, so I think that's pretty much it, really. So, I think that is pretty much it. I mean, I will go through it, this upscaler actually again. So, if you want to uninstall it, you would just go to here, remove upscaler, press Y, make sure it is a small Y. It literally won't work. If it's a capital, it won't work. So you would, so to install it again, you would go copy files, all these here, replace. So the way I showed was Nvidia. I did tell you how to do it for AMD, but I'll show you as well. So double click that set up. So it will be one enter, one for AMD, one for DLSS, and you would just press insert once you load the game up. Make sure for this one you need to actually go into the gameplay, otherwise that menu won't apply when you apply FSR 3.x. So that is what you got to do. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.